Yeah, I took a selfie by accident. I do that every once in a while. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna read some passages out of here. I'm gonna take this up to like maybe five. We're gonna try 10 minutes. We're gonna see if this phone will let me do 10 minutes, and if not, I might have to. I don't. Maybe it's a storage thing. I don't even know. I'd have to call Apple or something and see why. Because I mean, I've seen people do like crazy 45 minute videos on their phone, and I just like, man. But I'm gonna read some passages out of here. um, you know, um, let me see. Because I just want to start saying, there's a sin nature that we all have, and Jesus Christ is the only way. Because every religion is just, it's not even a. I think I'm gonna start a a YouTube. I mean, I have a YouTube channel already, but I don't. I mean, really, I have like one stupid video of just my floor, and that was just something to try, to just basically test it out, or just to post something. So I did that really quick. That was like 5 seconds. That's floating out there somewhere. I don't even know where that video is, but it's up there. But I just wanted to take this. I'm gonna try to extend this video like maybe 10 minutes, and we'll just do it that way. I mean, I'm doing this video. I'm hoping that because the one you know, was uploading to YouTube, so I'm kind of hoping that it's still uploading. I'm kind of hoping that I could do them, and then as I'm doing one video, the other video is uploading. You know what I'm saying? So that would work out like beautifully if I could do that. If not, then maybe not. Whatever. But it says, this is Romans 1. It says, this letter is from Paul, Jesus Christ's slave. Slave meaning that, he just had high respect for him. He apparently, this guy used that term purposely just to, you know, like, see when people, because like this is the Bible. I mean, it was written a long time ago, so when people see certain things, they might be like, slave. No, it's we're not talking about like slave. We're just talking about, a man that was like really, really like committed and humbled and was doing his job. We're all meant to be slaves to God. We're all put here to be that way, but just most of us are slaves to ourselves, slaves to our job. We're all slaves to something, whether you think about, whether you want to realize it or not. That cell phone that you stare at all day, you're a slave to the cell phone. You know, we're all slaves to something, but we're put here to be slaves to God. You know, I mean, it's as simple as that. Don't think that you're not a slave to something, because if you're not a slave to God, you're a slave to something else. Even if that's something or someone else is yourself and your own desires. Really, we all kind of have that in us. You know, so that's and it's because we were born with a seed called call it what you want. Pride. It's a bunch of things. Pride, narcissism. We like to walk around all day and take selfies of ourselves. I mean, really. I mean, if I seen one picture of you, man, I don't need to see 100 more. You look the same. Maybe you're wearing a different hat, a different shirt, whatever it is, what it is. But that's narcissism, man. It is. I don't care if you're good looking or you're not good looking. It's not about looks. You know, it's about the fact that you have to sit there and take a billion pictures and like you're some kind of model or something. Like, come on, man. Who cares? If I mean, I don't look too good looking on this phone, but whatever. I mean, I look different in person. And but you know what? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. There's people out there probably say I'm not good looking, then there's other people who say I will. They probably say the same thing about you. And personally, I don't even give a flip who thinks what or why or when of me at any point in time. I just don't care, man. Really, when I was younger, I cared about that stuff, and I still, I mean, it's good to take care of yourself, but to sit there and walk around all day talking about, this and that, like selfies and stuff, like that's just not cool, man. You know, and that's just what, I mean, there's nothing wrong with taking a picture of your friend or just to capture the moment. Let the picture serve its purpose. But when you're walking around with the cell phone and just like you're some kind of model or something, man, like seriously, you know. Um, but I mean, I kind of just went off on a little tangent. But I guess you can kind of see what this whole slave thing is. Um, like he didn't really mean, like a Kunta Kinte, you know, slave or whatever, um, whatever. I mean, we're all slaves of something. If you stand in line for a brand new pair of Jordans, like a brand new pair of Jordans are about to come out, or a brand new cell phone or something is about to come out, or if you're gonna show up on Black Friday, and wait in those crazy lines for that door to open, and you're sitting there like punching some old man in the nose for some television, like you're a slave, man. You really are a slave, because just a few hours ago you were real humble about that Thanksgiving turkey, and oh God, I'm so grateful for this turkey and my kids and my wife and my job. But then 5 hours later, you're sitting there beating up on some old, some beating, shoving people out of the way for things, like that's, I don't know, man. Whatever. I'm not judging anybody because whatever. I'm not perfect either. But at the same time, we're all slaves of something. That's my point. And we're all slaves. We're all slaves. See, slavery doesn't have to do with chains anymore, or whips and all that stuff. Nowadays they got your mind. It's worse. It's worse. It's worse because they got your mind now. They got you walking around thinking that you're free when you're really not. Yeah. If that's not a slave, the best way to enslave somebody is to make them, and is to just take, because if you can convince somebody that they're free when they're really slaves, if that's not slavery, big bro, I don't know what is, man. They got your mind. They got you thinking that walking into a store and dropping $300 on some ugly Kanye West sneakers is normal. They got you thinking that, walking into Macy's and dropping $150 on a Ralph Lauren shirt just because it has a little polo horse on it, that's normal. They got you thinking that, you know, pushing people out of the way, and then they, for a TV and all that weird stuff, is normal. And then they rationalize it. Well, it's a holidays. It comes around every once in a while. Doesn't matter. It's not normal, man. Really, it's not normal. But I'm gonna end this and I'm gonna come back.